Welcome, folks, to a fantastic matchup that will continue the championship legacy of the proud Pacific 12 Conference that stretches back more than a decade. Welcome to SoFi Stadium, the home of the LA Rams and Chargers, right here in Inglewood, California, as we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the California Golden Bears. For UVA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. An inside give now from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Payne. Bringing pressure. The receiver makes the catch.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
They keep him guessing with a run.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, great job by this defense on this 2nd down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball.
Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Payne. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. The Golden Bears through the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. Now here he goes. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Cal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They mix it up with a run. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll hand it off. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Payne. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Trying for a 4th down completion. Lets it go quickly. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot on what will be the final play of the 1st quarter. And Kirk Cal has the lead here. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Gets some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fires it to the wideout. Pass hop, can he get in? Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
14, Virginia, 0.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Virginia offense is back out on the field now. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Dropping back, it's Payne. Good throw, complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. It's a big pickup after the catch, more importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, because that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback that's running the ball again.
They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Gives it to the back. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Golden Bears looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. And the Golden Bears starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. And here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Well, the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Cal. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime, and they're really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Point after, knocked right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Looking to throw. It's Payne. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. And the Cavaliers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and it's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
He's running out of time here. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He makes the grab. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite him.
So California's offense back out on the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. Caught near the goal line.
Well, the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, hits a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
The Golden Bears come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing, and here he is, the big stage in a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
Extra point knocked right down the middle.
Virginia, 0.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Play action, looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a long return, but the important thing to pick right side of the scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. They'll try the ground game here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And the Golden Bears hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
Receiver in motion now. 1st and goal, handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
Looking to pass here on second down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Pass midfield. Now the 40. Past the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Virginia. From red zone all the way to the other end zone. What a reversal.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And now the try here for the extra point. After the PAT, the lead is still 31-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. Takes the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first. Now it's second down here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Golden Bears will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. First down. We're going to throw the football. He fires it down the middle. And he makes the grab inside the 10. Touchdown, Cal. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, if there was any chance of a comeback, that's been put to bed. Great job by this offense extending the lead and, in my opinion, putting this game away.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Tight end makes the grab. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Has the first down and more. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got his man wide open. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Well, the defense has had no answer for his pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship now.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. He'll toss it to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Here's another interception, but we're losing track. He could go. Touchdown, Cal. A big defensive score.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
And they tack on the extra point.
53, Virginia, 7.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Kirk Cal has the lead here. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Payne. Makes the catch. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The ball is picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, And these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. The quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Virginia offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
What a catch! They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Now here's the toss play. Gets the first and still running. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the back gets the football. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Nice throw, caught for a completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
To throw, it's Payne. Running out of time in the pocket. They're able to convert. Now it'll be first and goal at the 6.
What a job by this quarterback, having an idea of exactly where he is on the field. Third down scramble, doesn't get it into the end zone, but guess what? Picks up that first down. We got a first and goal.
The Cavaliers looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
And it's good right down the middle. So they get the 3, but the margin is still huge. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Grinding away with the running game. He finds some space. Breaks into the clear. The 40. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff running right. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about costing the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
So the quarterback will just take a knee here. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt.
On the field goal.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout, Virginia.
So a field goal attempt coming up now.
On the field goal.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they move it to their lead.
56, Virginia.